think we should start now. Let's begin. Okay, so hi all, good morning. Let's start today's session. So this is the assignment question I have given yesterday. Yeah, please tell me which question should we discuss first. No question.
Q4 is I am unable to solve.
Tell me which question you want to explain.
Q4.
Q4, this one. Okay,
Yes.
fine. Let's start with this. Start with this question. Okay, fine. So what's the question? So guys, those who have joined right now, so we are discussing yesterday's assignment question. Okay. So this is the question: write an SQL query to update department name to dummy wherever there is a duplicate employee ID. Okay. So first of all, very general rule for writing SQL queries. Okay. What is that general rule? Anyone knows?
We have to find the duplicate values.
The general rule I'm asking. The general rule is you should not hard code the data in your query. Okay, if you're hard coding data in your query, it means your query is not correct, even if it is giving the correct output. So never hard code any value in data. Okay. So, like suppose, so this is the data. Okay. In this data, can you tell me duplicate employee ID? Which one is the duplicate employee
1, 2,
ID?
3.
1, 2, 3 is duplicate because this repeated. You have one here, you have one here again, two is coming again, and three is there. Right. So just looking at this, you can tell that okay, 1, 2, 3 is duplicate. Okay. And then I can write query like update department set department name is equal to dummy. After that, where my in 2, 3. So this is the query I have written. Okay. Let me show you the output as well. 6 rows updated. Okay, let me check. So is this the correct output?
No.
Why no?
This is the correct output, but we have hard coded.
First of all, tell me output is correct or not. The output, the
Correct,
question was
correct.
to update department name to dummy wherever there is a duplicate employee ID. So you can see 1 is duplicate employee ID, 2 is duplicate, and 3 is duplicate. So in 1, 2, and 3 employee ID, we have department name as dummy. So we achieved the out. Yeah.
One doubt. I thought like only the last 1, 2, 3 name is to renamed as dummy, and the first 1, 2, 3 should be HR, and sales.
Oh, no, that can be another use case. That's also good, but that's not the question here.
Okay.
That will be a little bit complicated when we will study lead lag. No, then we can row number, then we can do that. So here I have clearly mentioned that wherever there is a duplicate, I want that to be
Okay.
replaced with dummy department name. Okay. So this is a query which you can write, but there is a problem in this query. What is the problem?
We have hard coded this.
We have hard coded employee ID as 1, 2, 3. So never hard code any values in your SQL query. Even if it is giving correct output, you will get 0 marks. Okay. Because now you have just 10 set of records or 12, something like that, and easily you can see and tell me that 1, 2, 3 is duplicate. But when you're working in project, you have millions of records. How you can tell that what all IDs are duplicate, right? So here the first task is to find what?
Find the duplicate records from the table.
Duplicate employee ID from this table. So now tell me the query to find duplicate ID.
Select
Select
department, comma,
one
count of.
department. You want
Sorry,
duplicate
sorry. No,
employee
no, no,
ID,
no,
no?
no, no.
ID,
Okay.
EMP ID,
Employee ID.
Employee ID from
count star,
Department.
count
group
of a
by
star.
Count.
Also, you can use.
yeah,
Also, you can use
by
group by
employee EMP
employee ID. Then
having count star greater than one,
Greater than
having
one.
greater
count
than
of star
greater than one.
greater than. We have discussed this n number of times in the earlier classes. So now you can see employee ID 1, 2, 3 are duplicates, which means you have to update this ID only, correct? So now you can use the same query what I have written earlier, this query. Okay. And then this value you should not hard code, right? Instead of this, use this query because this query will give you those IDs which are duplicated. I'm keeping it here. And let me execute this now. Already that it has been updated to dummy. So let me delete the record and update again. Delete from and okay. Let me write this here. Now please verify the output. All A, B, C are updated to dummy. Is that fine? Clear?
Yes, Tanvir, it's clear.
So, okay, good.
Tanvir,
Anyone who wants to
I think we cannot use count what employee ID in that update table, right? It is showing a error.
employee ID in update table.
Greater than one, if you use, it is showing a error. Bro, we
Here,
cannot.
you are telling this one.
No,
This
where
is what
count? Where condition? After where condition? Count of employee ID greater than one. Instead of this,
employee
uh,
ID.
you just
Oh,
create a copy.
this one you're telling
uh,
greater than one.
uh.
This one you're telling?
Yeah. Greater than one.
Oh, okay. This is a separate topic of discussion actually. Okay. First of all, okay, I will explain you this, but okay, but 1 minute, hold on. First of all, let me tell the exact. I will come to this. Just 1 minute, okay.
No problem.
First of all, is this query clear? Anyone who wants me to repeat this, please tell me yes or no. Clear.
Clear.
Okay. So from this query, from this question, actually you see what I have tried to do means the intention was that first of all you should find the duplicate ID. That was the first challenge. Then I want to show you that here in update command as well you can use subquery. This is subquery, right? This is like independent query. First of all, this query will be executed. You will get certain employee ID. Then that will be used here. So from this query, I'm showing you that you can use independent query or subquery in update clause as well. Many students they are under the impression that we cannot use independent query. Independent query should be used only with select clause. With update, we cannot use this. It is nothing like that. You can use all these things. Okay. Hope this is clear.
Yes, Tanvir. Now I got a clear idea.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now coming to your question, guys, please ask question. I am repeating again and again. If you're not understanding, tell me to repeat. I will repeat that. Okay. So now coming to your question, you told that Tanvir, I'm using this, and this is not giving. This is giving error message, right?
No, greater than
That
one. Greater than one. That's all I written. I don't. I
Greater
never
than-
use select star from all those things.
you are
That's
just telling this query.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Tanvir. Hello. Hello. Tanvir.
Tanvir has some issue, I guess. We can hear you.
Okay. Guys, I'm audible now?
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Sorry, your voice is not coming. So this is the query which you are trying to execute?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. See, actually, if you'll execute this query now, n number of reasons are there why this will not give the output. First of all, this error message group function is not allowed here. Why this error message is coming? Who will explain this?
After
Sorry, it will
aggregation, we have
it
to
will
use
not count
having.
distinct.
To count the employee ID, it has to group it by employee ID.
Okay, so the first thing is if you're using count with filter, you have to use having. First of all, this is the concept, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? You have used where. I have told earlier that with count, if you're using filter condition, you should not use where. You have to use having. That's the very first rule. There we have done the mistake. Still, it is telling that SQL command not properly ended, but this error message is different than the earlier error message, right?
Yes,
See
definitely.
why? Yeah, why this is giving this error message is you are using this having directly count of employee ID greater than one, but here you have not mentioned that which like you have not done the grouping and all those things. Let me what I'm trying to explain. Suppose if I'm doing here group by employee ID. Still SQL command not properly ended because generally we think that with having we have to use group by. I have given group by as well, but still it is not coming, right? Why? Because this count is about bucketing. You are asking the count of employee ID, but you have not used any select clause here. You're directly updating this value. Okay. If you want to use this one, so what we have to do, first of all, you have to create a select clause for this. Okay, you have to create a select clause for that. And then you have to mention that I want those employee ID which is greater than one. Directly, if you're using here, this will throw error. Like here, you see how I've used this in inner query, right? And then I'm passing this to this value. Is that clear? But here directly you are using this, so this doesn't make any sense actually. Okay, this
Got
doesn't
it,
make
Tanvir.
any
Got it,
sense.
got it.
Okay. Any other question? Okay, question number 4 I have discussed. Apart from this, any other question which you wanted to discuss as per the yesterday assignment?
Tanvir, I have provided my revised answer for question number 1 and 2. Hope it is correct.
Question
You
number
just
1.
evaluate post our class.
But I will tell you quickly question number 1. Few of you have done the same mistake. And those who are not working on assignment, I will request please work on assignment. These questions, it takes time to create. Okay, so please work on that. It will be very helpful. Okay, so let me create this table. So this is a COVID table, and this will give you the cases. So let's start from COVID. So this is the value. Like Delhi, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what was the cases in Mumbai, what is the cases in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Chennai. Okay. Actually, this question which I have related was a little bit different, and I think I have posted on LinkedIn as well. There, the question was that consecutive days the number should increase, and that location you have to find. But that consecutive days concept I have not thought, so I thought of making this question simple. So here the question is you have to find the location where the highest number of cases. Okay. So suppose forget about SQL. Now from this data, tell me the place which is having highest number of cases. Come on.
Delhi.
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 You see, Delhi. Okay. I think Shrijit has done that correctly. Shrijit, Miller, they are very punctual in solving questions. So really, I appreciate that. COVID. cases. See, I'm asking that tell me the location where the number of cases is highest number of cases. That location I want. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to sum this, right? You have to sum this. That location, and then total number of cases. The first approach should be like in Delhi and Mumbai and then in Chennai. What is the total number of cases? In Delhi, what is the total number of cases? 600, right? In Mumbai, what is the total number of cases? 500, correct? In Chennai, what is the total number of cases?
Five
Uh,
zero.
501. 501, right? So the first thing is to add all the cases of each and every location. Now from this, you will tell that, okay, Delhi is having the highest number of cases. Correct? Is this clear? Most of you, those who have solved, what you understood is, I'm asking the highest. No, I'm not asking that highest. Delhi is 300, I agree. Okay, but this I am not asking. I'm asking the summation of highest. Okay, summation of highest. So first of all, you have to take the summation of this. So for that, what you have to do, you have to find the sum. That sum of select location, comma, sum of cases from COVID. Okay, and do by location. Fine. So this will give you first of all the sum of the cases. So this is the total sum. That in Delhi, the total sum is 600 and 500 and 501. This is the same thing which I have shown you here in this query, right? This is done. After this, what we have to find?
Maximum number of cases where
Very
it
good.
is.
Maximum of sum of cases where it is maximum, right? So after this, I have to find maximum. So then now you can use CT expression and you can use that inner query concept as well. Both ways you can solve. I'm showing you with CT expression. Select maximum and give the alias as total number of cases. Then you have to find maximum of total number of cases. On
Test one.
test one. Okay. Now if I will execute this, so this will
600
give
will
me
come.
that maximum is invalid identifier. Why I got this invalid identifier? Max total number of cases. 5
I think you missed
It's a
comma over there.
mistake,
With test comma, I think you have to use right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Poor syntax. So 600 is the maximum number of cases. So, but here we got the total number of cases is 600. But which location? That information we don't have, right? So again, I will use this second table test2 as, okay, and I will keep this data in this. Okay. And then I will ask that select the start from test1 here and use this as max cases alias. Where total number of cases in select the start from. Now please check the output is matching. So Delhi is having 600 cases. This is the maximum. Now this query, how many of you have not understood? I will give you 30 seconds. Think over this query and let me know if you understood or not. And then I will explain this. But first of all, try on your own self, on your own. Take your time and try to understand what I'm doing here. This query. Is this clear? Are you guys thinking?
Oh, yes.
I know this time is not good. Early morning is time to sleep. So, okay, let me explain this query. I'm not sure how many of you have understood. So the first of all, see this one. In this query, what I'm trying to do, I'm just calculating the total number of cases location wise. Okay. And I've kept this output in test one table. This one is clear. Okay. And then in the second query, that is in the test2 temporary table, what I'm loading, I'm telling that out of this total number of cases, tell me the maximum one. Okay. So this test2, this will hold this maximum one. Let me show this. Let's start from. So now you got the maximum cases, 600. After this, what we have to find?
Location we have to find.
We have to find location. Location is present in which table? Test1 or test2?
Test1.
Test1. Location is present in test1. Let me comment this. So now if I will execute this one, so let's start from test1. This is giving me all the output. But which one I want? Where the total number of cases is 600 or the value which is coming from test2. That's what I've written after this, where total number of cases in the value which is coming from the test2, and this will give you the maximum number of test cases. Hope this is clear now.
Yes, Tanvir.
Anyone who wants me to repeat this, I have done using CT expression. You can see using CT expression. If you want to solve using independent query, subquery, you can do with the help of that as well, but that will be complicated. Okay. Any other question apart from that? Now, those who have not worked on the assignment, please work on it. It's not tough. Question number 5, I've already discussed yesterday's class. Question number 6 is very simple. 4 was a little bit tricky. I have given explanation for that. Question number 2 is again tricky, but work on this. If you're unable to solve this, we will discuss this tomorrow. Okay. Shall I proceed further, guys? Any question?
Yes, Tanvir, you can proceed.
Okay, thank you. So, but I will repeat again. Please work on the assignment. I don't want formality. Okay. I want you guys to get benefited. That after class, you should think that yes, I have learned something. So please, humble request, work on the assignment and connect with me if you need any help, any assistance. Okay.
Guys,
So,
here. 1 second, Tanvir. Guys, split this query as
Yeah.
informed by Tanvir. Split this query, definitely you will get output. But it is very easiest one. But if you work on it, definitely you will get it. Just understand the logic, definitely you will get it. Even yesterday, up to yesterday, I am also not able to create output on this. But now I understand all those logic. Now I can able to create all those whatever I want while writing a subquery. Please do work on it. Definitely you will get output.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Milan. So now the question is, suppose this is the location, days, and cases. Okay, this is the value. Now my manager is telling that Tanvir, I don't want to see like this. Show me output like this. Daily, hyphen, Monday, and then 100. Like this, he wants the output. Daily, hyphen, Tuesday, hyphen 200. Okay, like this, he is telling me that okay, in one column, show me the output like this. So how to get this kind of output? Okay, that is what we discuss now. So how to solve this? We have a concatenate operator. Okay. Concat. So location, comma, days. Let me show you this. See, location and days is concatenated, but you might be thinking that the way you have told that I want hyphen routine Delhi and Monday, right? If you see here, there is hyphen routine Delhi and Monday. So what we can do, we'll add this hyphen. So this will throw error. me show you this. Invalid number of arguments. Why? Because this concat, no, inside this you can pass only 2 arguments. Here I have passed 3 arguments. Location, first argument, hyphen, second argument, days 3 argument. So first of all, what I have to do is I have to pass concat, location, and then hyphen. Now see, I got daily hyphen, and all those things. But I want to combine this with what?
It's
Days.
a day.
Days, right? This was the days. Yeah, I want to concat this day. So what I will do, I will again use concat operator, and I will concat this value now, because now it is having this one daily hyphen. Now I want to add days, so I will write comma days, and I will execute now. Now you got the output: daily hyphen Monday, daily hyphen Tuesday. Is any questions so far? Then I will proceed further. Then I will add the cases. But please ask if you have any questions so far. No? Okay. Now I want to add cases. So again, I will write concat. Now in this entire value is 1 argument, right? This is during daily after Monday. Then I will write after this, comma, cases. I will execute this. Oh, again, hyphen I have missed. So first of all, I will write hyphen here. And let me show you this. Daily hyphen Monday hyphen. Then again I have to concat this with cases. So again I will write comma cases. You got the output. Okay. Now if you want to give some alias, you can write alias whatever you want, final output or something, whatever name you want, you can give that name. Because this entire name, this is not looking good. So let me give some alias. Now this is output. Is this clear? Any questions?
In case of
Repeat
my
this.
value want to be in double quotes, I can use double quotes also instead of.
Oh, whatever you want, you can replace this. If you want the space, replace this and keep a space. We'll give the spaces there. Let me show you that. Now you have a spaces in between, right? If you want comma, add this comma. That you can replace whatever you want. Now you have comma, right? So, but you should understand this concat how it is working. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, Tanvi.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Now, okay, good. So now you have one more technique for this, and I know you will prefer this only. This pipe operator. Okay. This also we can use. So see, I have used pipe. Pipe is again acts as a concat operator. The daily I have used pipe. So I'm telling the SQL engine I want to concatenate or I want to merge location and this hyphen. So you can see only location and hyphen is coming. Again, I want to merge days. Sorry. So I will write days here. Now you can see days is there coming on. Now you have location hyphen days. Correct? Got it? Simple. And then again you want hyphen, right hyphen. Now you can execute this. LE hyphen Monday, then again hyphen. Now you can add this with cases. Now got the output. Now you can use alias, whatever you want, as final output. If you don't want to write as, you don't need to go back. Now, which one is simpler and easier, concat or this pipe?
Type.
Second one.
Second one is simple, right? So easily just you can add the values whatever you want. Now, this kind of questions again, it is asked Okay, I will show you one more example, then I will tell you that. But out of this two solution, is it clear? Any questions? No questions. Okay. Now, if you are working on Microsoft SQL Server, so there you will get one benefit. The benefit is like here in concat, you can pass only two argument, right? And because of that, I have used n number of concat every time. But if you're working on Microsoft SQL Server, so what you can do, you can use only one concat and you can write all the things. Select concat, you can use location, comma, hyphen, comma, days, comma, hyphen, comma, cases. So SQL Server, if you're using that platform, this will work there. But here, if I will show you this will throw error message because in Oracle, this concat will take only two arguments. Now here, how many arguments we have passed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why this is telling invalid number of arguments. Those who are working on Microsoft SQL Server, you can try this query. This will work there. Okay. On safer side, you can use this pipe. I prefer this pipe only. Any questions? Okay, now suppose this is the question. Good question. Okay, I'll take this one. Simple. Now I'm showing you one more example for this. Well, that is more or less same as that only. Here I'm trying to create a table employee C. Okay. Let me show you data. Now here the requirement is they're asking me to merge this first name and last name. Okay. I mean they want output like this. Muhammad on. Then Raj. Okay, they want output like this. Now tell me the query how to do this. Select then. Yeah. Query please.
First name,
First name. Then
pipe,
type symbol. Then
hyphen,
hyphen. Then
last
Type
name.
symbol.
type symbol.
Type symbol.
Last
Last name.
Last name.
Okay.
Come here.
Sometimes interviewers they used to ask this kind of, I believe these are useless questions, but they sometimes they will ask you just to check that you know this concept of pipe or concat. Okay, but I will tell you one thing. Nowadays the pattern is changing. Okay, earlier 5 to 6 years back, so they used to check the syntax. Do you know the syntax or not? They all this question they will ask. Okay, but now they know that if you're working in project, you have that Stack Overflow, Quora, and many other platforms are there. Google is there, so you can check the syntax. So nowadays the interviewers they're not stressing much on that syntax part. They know that if you're working on project, you can do that. You can check that syntax and you can run. But they are concentrating more on the logics because logics Google cannot take you the logic. It can take you the syntax. Okay, but you should know all these things. Okay, if you're preparing for interview or hope this is clear.
Yes,
Any question? Okay, good. So this was about concat operator. What next we have? Police function. Okay, yeah. Police function. Police. Before telling police function, I think I have told that in the last batch. So I have that example. This is not good example. Okay, before teaching you police, I want to create a table fund. Okay, and I have fund name, and I have here fund manager. So okay. Fund manager one. Try to understand this scenario. The scenario based question. Fund manager. Okay. Now Suppose in any particular finance project, there is a fund. Okay, suppose fund name is India Ventures. Now, those who know the concept of funds and all those things, so you might know that for each and every fund, there is a fund manager. Okay, and then portfolio manager will be there, and all those concepts are there. There is manager fund, and they will check the fund value and all those things. Okay, so I have collected. So my team has started a fund. The name is India Ventures. Now they are looking for the fund manager. Okay, so now there are three fund manager A, B, and C. So they are telling that if fund manager one is available, if fund manager one is available, then assign him to take the responsibility of India Ventures. If fund manager one is not available, then assign fund manager two this India Ventures. If fund manager two is not available, then assign fund manager three. So many times you might have seen in your project that you work on priority wise. That if this is present, all good. If this is not present, give priority to this one. If this is not present, then this give priority to this one. So in this case, who will be the manager of this India Ventures?
A.
A, correct?
Yeah.
Because A is available and you're giving priority to fund manager. Very good. Now suppose I have second fund, Asia Ventures. Okay. And I don't have the value for A. This is B. Oh, sorry. This is B and this is C. So now who will be the fund manager of Asia Ventures?
B.
B.
B, right? Because fund manager one is not available. So you will assign the responsibility to fund manager two. Okay, good. Now you have China Ventures. Okay, fund. And here C is there, here and B are not available. So who will be the fund manager? C will be the fund manager. Correct? Okay. Now you have eco-friendly fund. Okay, so Tata eco-friendly fund is there. Okay, and you have value as A and C. Now tell me who will be the fund manager.
A.
A. Why not C?
A is already
Uh,
available.
Okay, because we are giving priority to the fund manager one. So he is already available. So you will not go to the fund manager three. So that's why you will assign this to fund manager A. Okay. Mm, hope this is clear. Okay. And then we have a telecom fund. Now for this will be the fund manager. None of them
None.
are available.
None.
None. So in this case, what happens that if none of them are available, then we will keep something like NA. Mark it as NA. This is the scenario. So I will show you this that if you're facing this kind of situation, this kind of problem in your project, how to solve this. But before that, is this use case clear? What I'm trying to explain here.
Yes, Tanvir. I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it will impact the original table or it will create a copy of the table.
No,
and
no,
that-
no, no. It will create a copy of the table.
Okay.
This will not do anything in the original table. I will show you that. Okay, in just 1 minute, I will show you that. But this is clear to everyone. You understood what I'm trying to explain here, no? Hope you all have understood. But please ask questions if you not understood. Create table fund. I have to create this from scratch. Fund name. Last batch I have taught this, but I forgot to save that. Manager one. No, cap. Manager two. So this is the syntax of the table. Table is created. Now let me insert the data. So table one values. First major India Ventures. And the values are A, comma, B, comma, C. Okay. Now, how many fronts I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fronts. Okay. So after India Ventures, I have second fund, Asia Ventures. After that, I have China Ventures. And this you can correlate this to any other things as well. If you're working on life sciences or healthcare domain, you have that doctor's priority list. Okay, and if this doctor is available, then you have to prefer this doctor for this disease, and this doctor will be there. Like that, maybe those who are working on uh, healthcare domain, you can correlate that. Okay. Well, and then this was C. And please practice the questions which I'm giving on that practice group. That is very useful. If you're not able to solve, at least practice on your own. But for sure, I can guarantee you, you will get benefit. So this is the data. First of all, let me show you this data. I have inserted. Let me verify this output. Let us start. So this is the data in my project. They have given this data. Now they're asking me to tell me the fund manager for this. Okay, and we have done the manual analysis. We have seen that. Will be the fund manager. Fund name. Fund manager 1, 2, 3, comma. Then you have this coalesce function. Okay, what this coalesce function will tell? Very simple. Just write like this based on the priority. Okay, as or but I'm executing this, and then automatically you will understand what this coalesce all about. Now tell me. Now please check this output. I will copy this on that Excel sheet so that you can cross verify. So this is the output here. SQL engine is 0. Now please check is this correct? Fund manager, these values are correct or not? India Ventures, you told me that A should be the fund manager. SQL engine is giving a value A. For Asia Ventures, you told me that B should be the fund manager. We have B, right? Similarly for China Ventures, C. So he has taken C. Now for Tata Eco-Friendly, A. Okay. Is this clear? So this you can do with the help of this coalesce function. This coalesce. Okay, this will set priority. First of all, it will check that fund manager 1. If he is available, then good. He will not go to fund manager 2 and fund manager 3. If fund manager 1 is not available, then it will go to fund manager 2. Okay. If fund manager 2 is not available, then it will go to fund manager 3. Okay, this is as per the priority, and this is the use of this coalesce function. Any question? Is this clear?
Null value has been populated, right?
Correct. Good. Now you can ask question that Tanvir, in this case, telecom fund, all these things are null, and you have told that you want this as NA, but NA is not coming here. Okay. Just apply your common sense and tell me what should I do in this.
We can use NVL on coalesce.
NVL, no, we will not use NVL here. See, many times the students, they get confused between NVL and coalesce. They both are different, entirely different. I will explain you that. Okay, but to handle that, you have to write NA here. Okay, let me run this again. Now it is coming as NA, not applicable, right? Or if you want that any other manager who is there in your team, suppose Tanvir, you want to assign him this responsibility, so you can say this. He will be the manager. It's coming, right? So what you understood from this, that if all are null, then by default this value will be assigned. First of all, is this clear? Then I will tell you that NVL comparison of coalesce. Any question? Confused?
Clear.
Clear, no? Okay, now see, NVL is to replace the null. NVL is to replace the null with some other value, correct? But here, if you will see, I have not replaced. Asia Ventures Fund Manager 1 is null. It is null only. I'm not replacing any null value. I'm just checking that if Fund Manager 1 is available, then good. Otherwise, go to Fund Manager. Fund Manager 2 is available, good. If not, go to Fund Manager 3. It's setting priority. Anvil and Qualis, entirely different. There is no relation at all. Okay. Anvil will replace your null with some values, but Qualis is not replacing anything. Okay.
But
And
like in the in the query, like where
uh-huh,
we mentioned call is,
uh-huh.
like if yeah, of here just before call is, can we use NVL just before call is, like
Oh, okay. I got it.
on
I
that
got your
call is
concept.
column, it will check for null and there it will replace
Very good.
this one. Yes.
Very good. This is what you are telling. Sorry, then I
Yes.
have misunderstood. I was understood
Yes.
that you are telling that. That's also fine. Yeah. You see, here what we are trying to. This is also good. So you are telling that if nothing is coming, so I want NA. This is also you can use. Sorry, I misunderstood. I understood you are telling that NVL, but this is
No,
also fine.
no issue, no issue.
Very good. So hope it is clear.
Yes.
Okay, good. But today you guys are not asking questions. Very few questions. Okay, fine. But these things are used very frequently in projects. Okay, so make it out of all these things. Now, one more thing I will tell you. Many of my students from previous batches, okay, what they will do, they will go to the recordings again after class, okay, and they will make their own notes. So that's a very good habit. If you have this habit of making notes, I do understand you have some time constraints, but if time permits, please make notes of this and don't share with others, okay. So this will be very useful for you in project. You can see like this data, this what I have created. Don't think that this just I have created in 1 year or 2 years. This is for the last 10 years I'm working on this. Okay, so means when I started my SQL journey and all those things. So I keep on when I will learn something new, I will add here in this. I will keep on adding this. So this has grown a lot. Okay. So make a habit of making notes if you learn something because many times we get stuck in project. Okay, then we will Google it and we learn something new. So add that in a sheet and that will help you. Fine then. So concat and police I have taught you now minus query. Okay. Before telling minus query, let me check
Uh,
if I have some example of minus. Yeah.
yeah, one thing I wanted to ask if you can go to that previous example.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, if we remove NVL and if we just write simply coalesce, then it won't make any difference, right?
It will not make any difference. NVL just I have used here because so actually I have executed this query. Okay. And in this query, you might have seen that this telecom fund, everything was null. Okay. And then we have discussed that if for a particular fund, if there is no fund manager, then we have to assign some default manager, right? So one technique what I taught is that after this, write some value here, NA or whatever you want. I mentioned NA. So I'm telling to SQL engine that fund manager 1, fund manager 2, fund manager 3, they all are null. Then assign the value NA. Okay. Now you can see here. The value NA is assigned here, right? Then I got one more suggestion. So I don't know who has mentioned that, but a good suggestion. He told me that Tanveer, you are adding NA. So this is null, right? This value is giving you null. And you have thought that to replace null, we can use N. You see, this is null. To replace null, we can use NVL command. So why can't we use NVL here? That's what I have shown that, yeah, you can use NVL. And after that, you can write NA. So from this SQL engine, you will understand that If this value is null, then replace that with NA. Okay. So that is what, but it is not mandatory that NVL you have to be used with queries. It's not mandatory. That's totally your wish. Have I answered your question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Good. Now, where is that? It's not present here. To create innovations, I'll create that quickly. Table by one, and I have values as int, var, table, let me add some values here. Values. Okay. Okay, so here I have created two tables, employee one and employee two. Okay, employee one and employee two. Okay, employee one, you have this data in front of you. So the reports 1 to 3, you can see that, right? And employee two, you have these records. Okay. Now the question is, many times if you're working on migration project, you are migrating data from one table to another table, or from one database to another database. Okay. So what happened? You want to check that whether the data has been migrated correctly from one table to another table or not. Okay. So in that case, you want to check that all the data from one table migrated to another table or not. Okay. So that is what I'm trying to explain you now. Suppose in this, the question is you have two tables, employee one and employee two. Okay, their structure is exactly same. You can see we have ID and name here, and we have ID and name here. In this employee one, you have 3 records, in employee two, you have 3 records. Now, my question is, tell me those employee which is present in employee one table but not present in employee two table. What? Tell me the name of those employees which are present in employee one table but missing in employee two table. This is the answer, right? Correct. 1A, 2B is present in employee 1, but missing in employee 2. If you want to write query for this, what you have to do is select the start from employee 1 minus. Okay. Select the start from employee 2. Let me execute this. Got the output 1A and 2B. So from this, you can understand the records which is present in employee 1 but not present in employee 2. This is the use of this minus keyword. Okay. Now, if the question is, tell me those ID which is present in employee 2 table, but not present in employee 1 table. Okay. So in that case, what should be the query, guys? Select
Start from employee 2 minus
employee 2
star.
minus
Start from employee 1.
select the start from employee 1. So this will give you those records which is present in 2 but missing in 1. So you can see 4D and 5E is present in employee 2 table but not present in employee 1 table. So this is very useful when you want to compare two tables. Okay, the data is exactly same or not. Any question here? Any question? No? Okay, if you don't have any question, I've inserted duplicate record. Okay, 1A again. Let me show you that. So in this you have 1A is coming twice, right? 1A is present here, 1A is also present here, right? Now tell me, if I will execute this query, select star from employee 1 minus select star from employee 2, what should be the output? Come on guys, who will tell me? Select star from employee 1 minus select star from employee 2. What should be the output?
It will be 1A, 2B, 1A,
1A, 2B,
1A.
1A. Good, good. Any other answer? Any other answer? Any other thought? Let me run this and you will be surprised with the output. 1A and 2B, only 1A and 2B is coming. 1A is not coming again. Why?
It will omit the duplicate values.
Removing duplicates.
Correct. So minus by default, it has the distinct functionality. Okay, I repeat, minus by default, it has the distinct functionality. So actually you are executing this query, right? But internally what happens? Internally your SQL engine will convert this query in this format. Internally, this will be converted into this format. And you are thinking that it has been executed in this format. And that's why you told 1A, 2B, and 1A become, which is correct. Okay, because 1A is present again here, and that is not present, so it should display that. But the SQL engine is actually executing distinct. So it will take distinct of this, and that's why only 1A is coming once here. Okay, so actually this is what getting executed, and that's why you got only 1A once here. Very important concept. Most of the students that don't know this. So minus by default it has the distinct functionality. So you are executing this. So you are under the impression that if 1A is coming twice, so the both should be in the output, right? But both is not coming. Why? Because it has taken the distinct records. Is it clear? Any
Yes.
question?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Very important concept. Please understand this. Okay. Oh, okay. If you have understood this, I have one more example for you. One more example. Now I have inserted record 4Z. Okay. Do you have this 4Z present in employee 2?
No.
No. So if I will execute this query, select star from employee 1 minus select star from employee 2, you will get this 4Z as an output or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let me show you that. Oh, session disconnected. Very good. 1 minute, I have to connect again. Connected. Where I was.
Tanvir, what you did now?
I'll just refresh that.
Refresh. Okay.
Yes. Where I was, yeah, this was ours. Let me show if it is working. Yeah. So you got 4Z, but you can ask a question here that okay, 4Z combination is not present in employee 2, but 4 is present here as well, right? In employee 2 you have 4, right? But then why this minus is giving it output 4Z?
Because it is considering distinct ID name.
Yeah,
Both.
it is taking the combination, both.
Yes.
That's why 4Z is coming here. If you will write this query, select ID from employee 1 minus select ID from employee 2. Now for this query, what will be the output?
4 will not come. 1
will
and 2 will come.
not come, only 1 and 2 will come. Now check the output. 4 is not coming, right? Only 1 and 2 is in the output. Why? Because you are telling SQL engine to compare ID only. So it has checked that, okay, ID 4 is present here and is present here as well. Okay. Hope it is clear.
Then
Today I'm not getting any question. Either the session is boring or what, or you're not thinking. Okay, if you're not asking question, I will ask question. I will write this. Then what will be the output? Yes, tell me. Who will answer this? I'm not asking correct answer. Just share your thoughts.
So first, select ID from EMP1, sir. In that, all distinct will be selected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, sir. In the first one,
Okay.
in 1, 2, 3,
1,
4,
2,
because 1 is
3,
repeated
4.
2 times.
Okay. Then after that,
Then select name from EMP2. So CD.
it will throw an error.
CDA. Why?
Error because
Very good. Very good.
ID
Very good.
cannot be compared with name.
Very good. Why?
Yeah, minus this
Why?
one. is
Very good answer. But why?
Numbers cannot be compared with strings.
Correct. Very good. Here,
Oh.
ID is the integer data type, right? And name is the varchar to varchar data type. The data types are different, so
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot compare this. The equal will throw error message. Okay, data type issue. Is this clear?
Yes, tell me.
Everyone is clear, right?
Not clear.
Okay, but now I will show you one surprise. And then all the concepts what you have studied now, you will get confused. But I'm afraid to get confused, I have to teach again. Let me show you that. Drop table employee 1. And this kind of questions are asked very frequently nowadays in interviews. Those who are attending, you might have noticed they're asking this kind of questions. I have dropped both the tables, table 1 and table 2. Okay. Now what I'm trying to tell is okay, let's in the table actually this will not work here. Okay. I'll leave this example. So whatever you have understood, let me create tables. Video net here. So that really pause and inserted. Four, five, six, seven. So now the same minus concept. Okay, I want to show you some more examples. Okay, so first of all, let me show the data. So here, this is the data 1 to 3, 10, 20, 40, front of it. Quickly, and I want quick response, guys. Okay, Tell me, select a star from student 1 minus select star from student 2. Tell me the output. What should be the output? Yeah, come on.
All, sir, it will print all, no, sir. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5, because no distinct is there, no distinct is there in both tables, and no common is.
So tell me the output. What should be the output here? 1,
110,
110.
240,
110,
320,
240,
320.
320. But 3 is present here, no? 3 is present here, right?
Yeah, but 20 is not equal to 10.
But this combination is different, right? Okay, good. 110, 240, 320. Okay, good. Now the twist will come here. What is the output of this?
110, 240.
110, 240. 1 and 2 is only coming. Why 10 and 40 is not coming? Because you have taken only ID. So 2 and 4, 10 and 40 is not coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I want to tell you. What if I will execute this one?
Nothing will come.
Nothing
Data
will come, or error, or what?
No, data type will match both. No.
And
Int
this is
and
varchar.
var. Yeah.
What will happen, guys? Come on, tell me.
It is comparing between 1 and 10 to 160, 3 and 20. So it will not provide anything.
Must have same data type as corresponding expression. What you understood?
Same type of
Previous
data. Integer should be matched with integer. Varchar.
Then why you guys were confused this much? Right
We
now, I have
encountered
taught
the
you.
same thing, no, sir. Just now, 5 minutes back, I did the mistake that data type is.
Right now, I told you about
So-
data type. Same concept. Data types
Integer
are different.
be
You cannot
compared with
compare.
varchar. Okay.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Then with one question, is it
Yeah,
happening only because of the data type difference and not because of the column name?
Not because of column. Not because of column. Let me explain you that example.
Suppose we have ID as
I got your
10.
concern. I'm showing you that only.
Okay.
Got your concern. Very good. I'm dropping this table and I will recreate this. Now here what I'm trying to do is, suppose I'm keeping both as int. This is int and this is int. Table. Create this table. Okay. Now if I will execute this, what will happen? Come on, tell me.
No
You will
record
get error or not?
No record. No, will not get any error. No record.
No records found. Any other? Any
No
other
record.
guesses? No records found. Any other thought, guys? Okay, first of all, tell me, you will get error or not? Yes or no?
No, we will not get.
You will not get error. Why? Because data type is same. Correct. Then why you guys are telling no data found will be the output? What is the reason?
Compare the
Combination is
ID
not-
between the marks, so no records.
Minus
are,
operator, sir, that
minus.
the functionality, or because of the functionality of minus operator, we will not get.
No. I just not understood. See. Now think and tell me why it is showing 1, 2, 3 as output.
ID from first table.
1, 2, 3 are
ID
not
from
as
student 1. First of all, tell me the output of this. What will be the output of this?
1, 2,
ID from
3.
student 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Marks from student 2. Marks is 10, 60, and 20.
60, 20.
10,
60, 20.
60, 20.
20.
Okay. Now, minus operator, it tells that tell me the records which is present in student 1 but not present in student 2. Okay. Now tell me 1. It is present in student 2.
No.
No, this is 10, 60, and 20. This is not 1. So this is
Same
not
thing
present.
for
So you will
2,
get
3.
this as an output 1. 2. Is this
Not
present
present.
here?
No,
No,
sir.
this is not present.
Same thing.
Get here. 3. This is present
Not
here.
present.
This is not present
present.
here. Get 3 other output.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Not sure why you guys told no data. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
No issues. Just that's why I'm
One, two.
trying to show you some different things. So you should understand that. Okay. Now tell me one thing. I'm again twisting this. For this, tell me. Yeah. Now please look into the data and don't be in a hurry. And tell me what should be the output if I will execute this one. Yeah.
10, 60, 20.
10, 60, 20. Any other output? You all are convinced? You all wants to go with 10, 60, 20?
10, 40, 20.
Yeah.
10,
Yes.
40, 20. 10, 60, 20, 10, 40, 20. Okay.
10,
10,
okay,
40,
okay.
20.
10, 60. Okay. 10, 60, 20.
10, 60, 20. Okay, let me run this. 10, 60, 20. Correct? Okay. I think you all have understood now. Okay. Anyone who wants me to repeat any concept of minus, I will repeat that. But you see, minus seems to be easy, but you can see lot of things are there inside minus. I know few of you already know the concept of minus. You might be working in project, but hopefully you have learned something new, like all this different control. But still something more is there. I will proceed further, but I want to confirm if you have understood so far. Let me know if I can proceed further with some other examples. Yes, shall I proceed?
Yes.
Yes, then wait. You can go.
Okay, good. Now, but I want concentration here. I know this concept which I'm going to teach now is complicated and complex. Don't lose interest. So be concentrated. Okay. So here in student 1, now I have included null. Okay. So always whenever you're studying anything, any concept of SQL, any keyword of SQL, try to understand the behavior of null there. That is very important. Okay. So I've inserted record null in student 1. Okay. Now if I will execute this query, not this query, this query. First of all, take the simple one. Now if I will execute this query, let's compare the ID only. What should be the output? I will execute this. What the output?
1, 2, null.
1, 2, null. Good. Okay. Any other output? Any other point? No. Okay. 1, 2, and null is coming. So what we understood from this is minus considers the null record as well. See, few points. By default, minus has distinct operator. Hope this is clear. First point. Second point, minus compares only same data type column. Hope that is clear. We have discussed that. Okay. Minus can compare two different columns as well, but the data type should be same. This is what I've shown you here. Different columns, but it has compared it with the condition that data types are same. Okay. Third concept, minus takes care of null value as well. It doesn't ignore null. I will show you some other examples where you will see that that doesn't consider null. When I was teaching you count of column, if you remember, I've explained that count of a particular column ignores null record. Not sure how many of you remember, but here you can see minus it considers null as well. Any question, guys? No? Okay. Okay, if you don't have any question, now this is the one. I'm inserting null here as well in student 2. Now if I will execute this query, what should be the output?
It should still show null because one null is never equal to another null.
Okay, it will still show 1, 2 and null as the output. Okay. Oh, 1 and 2 is coming only. Why? Strange
Sorry,
behavior.
you said no, sir. Null is assumption. It will not. This will get confused. Null has some meaning, no, sir. Special meaning. So the
So
when
See.
I can answer it
Hmm.
because it will compare the both values. First value null and 20 it is taking a combination from which it is showing output, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, see.
But
See.
comparing the ASCII,
Mm-hmm. Okay, see, whatever it may be, I don't want to confuse you further on that. Let's summarize the thing. When null was present only in student 1, it has captured that and it has shown you null. When null is present in both the tables, it has nullified, right? You see, here, here I am not asking the exact value of null. So when in certain cases of SQL, when you want the exact value of null, there the SQL will get confused. Here this is like lot of assumptions. Here also it is lot of assumptions. So it will cross it both. But I will show you some examples down the line in some other keywords that you want exact value of null. And then SQL engine will get confused that I don't know the exact value of null. But here you're not asking the exact value of null. You are comparing. So in comparison, they both will get cancelled. And that's why this is not showing you any null value here. But when you want the exact value of null, in certain cases it will come. I will show you. So their SQL engine will get confused and that will throw error message. Or in some cases that will not give you that as an answer. Okay. So you guys understood all those concepts of minus. If you will make a note of this, so close to 10 points will you have to make a note of what minus. The first thing is minus operator. It will check the data which is present in one table but not present in another table. That is the straightforward function of minus. Second thing, whenever you're using minus, you have to use the same data type column. Okay. Third thing, you can do minus on any number of columns, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, whatever you want. Okay. Okay, one more thing. Suppose if I will write here like this, what will be the output? For this case,
same 1, 2.
1, 2. Any other thought?
No, we will get an error. It cannot be compared.
Very good. This will throw error. Why? Because here you have only one column and here you are comparing 2 columns. So you cannot compare one column with 2 columns. That's why this will throw error message. Query block has incorrect number of columns. If you're using 2 columns here, so you have to use 2 columns here as well. So the number of columns must be same in both the queries. Now you got the output. Okay. Is that clear? Minus operator, any question on this? Any question, guys? Let me check if I miss a minus fails to catch duplicates. So minus for what's in missing data. Okay, these are all things. Okay. Any question on minus? Or else anyone who wants me to repeat this? That okay, this particular thing I have not understood. None behavior I have not understood. Let me know.
Can we use star here?
The star, yes, of course, you can use star. In all the previous example I've shown you with the star only. You use star. But again, the condition is the star must give the same number of columns. Then only you can use it. So you got the output. Okay. But suppose in this table you have 3 columns and in this table you have 4 columns. So again the star will fail because number of columns are different. Okay. Okay. Anyone in this group who can tell that yes, Tanvir, I understood everything about minus today, whatever I have taught.
To some extent.
Tanvi.
Understood everything.
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes.
Okay. So then, perfect. Fine then. It's almost 8:22. I know you guys might be saturated now. A lot of concepts you have studied today. Okay. And thanks for extending time from your strict timelines. But again, the reason is I don't want to rush through all those things. Okay, you can see minus a lot of things we have studied. Many new things you might have studied today. Similarly, in union all, intersect, many other things are there which you should know. Okay, so I will stop here and please work on assignment. Again, I will give some questions today. Work on that. Share with me. Okay, and then next class we will see this union all, intersect from this concept. Okay. So on the
We think next week
sorry, any question?
we are going to cover all these topics.
Yeah, I doubt that it is tough. I was targeting this, but this is tough because this join, this will take good amount of time. Correlated query, this is conceptual. Okay, so I know it will be difficult. So that's what I'm telling. If you guys are ready from 7 to 8:30 next week, I'm not compelling guys because I know I have promised for 7 to 8, so I will stick to that. But if you all agree, then I will extend that to 7 to 8:30. If not, then we'll plan some other solution, some other plan B. So is 7 to 8:30 fine for everyone?
Yes, yes.
And if
Okay.
people are okay, not willing to continue, then we can start by 6:45 and then we can end up with the 8:15. That's also fine. If people
That's
are
also
agreed, then
possible. So guys, I will request, like so far you all have continued, you all have shown good commitment. So I will request, so just one more week, show some more commitment and dedication, because this concept joins is very important. Okay, and this read and lag functions and all the elements is very important. So don't leave this. Okay, just
Do
half an
we
hour.
have date formatting?
Date functions.
Yeah, like
Date functions is not here, but you see, date functions are simpler. Okay, but okay, fine. I will explain you that as well. Date functions. Okay, not an issue.
sometimes one date column have multiple formats and you need to format all the things to one particular format and
Okay,
take the data.
I think you are asking about two cars, two char, and two date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I will tell you that. I should cover that as well. Fine then. So whatever we have studied so far, please revise it. Keep on revising, and then again we'll connect on Monday. Timing we will discuss on WhatsApp group, and then we'll finalize it. Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you guys. Take care.
thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.